On behalf of our World Hindu Congress and on behalf of all of you, I am inaugurating the Hindu Women Forum in Hyderabad. Namaste.
Dhanyawad Swamiji. May I now request Rama Ratnaji, Managing Trustee of Hindu Forum, Bangalore, to address the gathering.
My pranams to Pujya Swamiji and my namaskarams to everyone present here. I think after seeing that PPT, I don't think I should give you any introduction because it is self-sufficient enough. But then the organizers have told me to speak something about the forum. When we think of Hindu Forum, the word Hindu women, when we listen to it, immediately our mind goes to the Vedic ages, isn't it? So where women were held very high. Sometimes here we speak women equal to men. But no, Hindu concept is women above men. I give you an example here. We all know about Ubhay Bharati, who was the wife of Mandana Mishra. When a tarka went on between Shankaracharya and Mandana Mishra, both of them agreed that Ubhay Bharati should be the judge to judge regarding their knowledge and about their tarka. Just imagine what was her capacity to judge a Jagat Guru and her own husband. And the husband, with great respect towards the wife, asking her to be the judge. Can we expect such a thing now? Yes, we can, provided we are capable that much. And when we go back to Vedic ages, we see 32 Rishikas, whom we call Brahmavadini. Normally we speak of Maitreyi and Gargi and all the remaining names. We normally don't remember. But there were 32 Rishikas during that age. And when coming to the medieval age, things were not all that present. The reason was the onslaught of so many invaders, Mughals, then Portuguese, Dutch and all that. I think northern India was hit very much because of these invasions. And I think when we go there even now, the houses are built very high, very big compounds, and how many houses do not have any windows. And women were prevented from going out, from getting employment, from getting educated, entering business and all that. This was done with the intention of protecting our women, our culture, who will bear our children in the womb and pass on our culture and civilization to the further generation. So these invaders thought that we will, once we ruin this system, the entire Hindu Dharma is ruined forever. And to protect this, our elders thought of that. But there is a saying in Hindi, Aaj ka meharbani, kal ka kaida. So what happened was, the things which was thought of and which was practiced to protect our women became the order of the day. In fact, it became more intense, saying that you are a girl, you stay at home. You are a woman, cook, serve, do only that much, don't go out. This became a order of the day. But how long can it continue like that? So people like Meera Ahalya Bai Holkar, then our Lakshmi Bai Kelkar, like that, many warriors like Jhansi Rani Lakshmi Bai, Rani Durgavati, they all came out of that Sankol, what we call, and they proved themselves that they are quite efficient, they can manage things, and they can cut the barriers which was created by the so-called patriarchal society. But then, what we are doing, as of now, since 2 centuries, our position has definitely improved. And many, as we have seen that PPT, in all fields, there are revolutionaries, there are administrators, there are educationists, there are scientists, whatnot, everything. Women have definitely contributed and have been contributing. But what about the accomplishments at the individual level? There, of course, exists a need for a strong leadership which can provide a platform for all of us to provide a stage to project all of us, not only regarding our ability, our capability, but also to identify, to introduce, to address and to solve major problems across the globe faced by the world Hindu society. You may ask me what are the problems? Yes, we all know about Devyani Kobrigadevi, who was in such a great position but then could not get out of the problem without the interference of the Indian government. Like that, it is happening for everyone, not everyone, but then happening very often regarding human rights violation, human trafficking, discrimination between women and discrimination between Indians and others. So all this is happening. Unless we have a strong voice to protest against all this, nobody will listen to us. There is a shloka, Amantram Aksharam Nasti, Nasti Moolam Manaushadam, Ayodhya Purusho Nasti, Yojaka Tatta Dullabha. So, not that we are not capable, not that we do not know, not that we cannot do, we can provide it. We have a Yojaka, and that Yojaka is our Parama Pujya Swami Vignananji, who has put us on the right path to work for the cause of Hindu society, for the sake of Hindu society. And the objective of this forum, Hindu Women Forum, is to provide a platform to showcase talent, experience, expertise, knowledge, and to have proper networking and collaboration to achieve success. Yes, how can we do this? Yes. Now it is not at all difficult because our networking has improved. Social media, we've got social media, through that we can network. Not only that, we have got different other measures also. Arranging conferences like this, symposiums, and going to schools and colleges where teenagers are available and making them aware of all these things and getting them involved because they are our future generation. And we can definitely ask them to join hands with us. When once they are satisfied as to why we are doing this, definitely they all cooperate because this is our experience in Bangalore. On 29th and 30th December 2012, in Bangalore, we had organized World Hindu Women's Conference. When we organized that conference, of course, Swamiji guided us right from the beginning to the end. But then, we decided that everything should be done by women. So within 2 months, we planned a committee to bring out the Somali. We had a walkathon just before 3 days before the conference. We had a yoga. Yoga is our Dharma Parampara, that is our contribution to the entire world. So Hindu Women Forum, that was shown by the asanas by all women, and several other activities. And we had about 40 sessions and around 60 speakers. And the conference went on for 2 days. I think the entire crowd gathering was between 650 to 700. And mind it, we had not given them a lunch break also. The conference was to start at 10 o'clock and we could get over officially by 6 o'clock. After that, we used to have some entertainment program. But before doing that, of course, as our Umaji was telling, getting tensed. Yes, we were also getting tensed because we did not know whether our people need this, whether we can approach people. But once we conducted that conference, we came to know that yes, our people wanted this. It is high time through Swamiji that we are able to do this. And after that, no question of turning back because wherever we go, yes, Hindu Women Forum they would identify. But before that, whenever we used to go to some people to talk about Hindu Women Forum, to invite them to be our speakers, some would ask me, Hindu Women Forum? Why? I would say, why not? This was the answer. And some people definitely they used to be inquisitive. They wanted to know. They would ask me what for you are doing it. We would explain them. So normally what I tell everyone is, we need not feel ashamed of telling that we are Hindus. We have to be proud in telling that we are working for Hindu Women Forum, and we will get always support from people when our intention is good, our approach is good, and it is for the cause of the human society. So I think by saying this, I think this is enough, so that my counterpart will take up the further issues regarding our conferences at Delhi. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ramaratnam ji. It's a moral booster for all of us to plan ahead of. May I now request Srimati Gauri Ajit Deshpande, Steering Committee Member of Hindu Women Forum, Pune, to address.
Namaskar, myself Gauri Ajit Deshpande. I am from Bhilai Nagar, Chhattisgarh. So I am very much comfortable in Hindi. Can I? Yes. Thank you. So मैं राष्ट्र सेविका समिति से भी जुड़ी हुई हूँ और when we were in US for 5-6 years, तो वहाँ से जब वापस आए, वहाँ पे भी मैंने बहुत 5-6 हिंदू हेरिटेज कैंप्स वहाँ पे लिए हैं बच्चों के. वहाँ से आने के बाद यहाँ पे from last 12 years I am running Sanskar work for age 4 to 9. Then I met Swami ji and he guided me to work for Hindu Women Forum, and this is what we are doing. मुझे लगता है कि हिंदू वुमेन फोरम के थ्रू हमें बहुत कुछ सीखने का मौका मिलता है. मुझे बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिला है इन 1-2 सालों में. मुझे मेरा सेल्फ डेवलपमेंट हुआ, मेरी फैमिली का होगा, अल्टीमेटली सोसाइटी का होगा. तो जैसा कि LWF के थ्रू आप सभी से जुड़ने का अवसर मुझे मिला है, मुझे लगता है आप में से बहुत सारी महिलाओं को भी यह अवसर मिलेगा और हमें सभी इकोनॉमिक, एग्रीकल्चर, जितनी भी फील्ड हैं उसमें हिंदू महिला के लिए बहुत काम करना है, बहुत आगे ले जाना है हिंदू वुमेन फोरम को. धन्यवाद.
Thank you, Gauri ji. May I now request Srimati Anjana Chidumanda, Steering Committee Member of Hindu Women Forum, Pune.
Namaste, I'm Anjana and I will tell you more about the conference we attended, because everything has been explained by my sisters here. And so in November when we had this World Hindu Conference 2014, it was like an amazing experience, going there, meeting people, and not just from our country, Bharat, but from outside, and how they see us and what they look up to us. They want something from us, and which we are not able to give yet. Being Hindus within Bharat, we are not doing that. They want to connect to us. Like we met a lady, she was a member of parliament from South Africa. Another one, she was a press reporter from Fiji. And there was a Kashmiri Hindu, she came from Germany. Now what is bringing them all here, like from South Africa, say from Fiji, from Germany, why would they all want to connect with us? Because there's one thread, and that thread is Hindu. And that is what we have to do. So worldwide, the Hindu women, they want us to do something for us. And I'll give you a presentation which talks more about it. I'm not very good with talking, but technically I can help you out with the presentations. The first presentation. Yeah, so the first Hindu Women Conference was held in Bangalore. And Ramaratnam ji told us about it. And then we had the first World Hindu Congress. Now the difference between the two, that was women and this was Congress, all 7 forums, we were all together. And what was the impact? What was different about this? What did we see after attending these conferences? What we saw was there was an increase in the participation of women. Like earlier, you would see that our strength was lesser, but when we had these conferences, more people connected to us. And since these conferences, there has been proactive discussions going on, and that is leading to formation of Hindu Women Forum in many cities, like here. And what is Hindu Women Forum? So it's a networking platform for the Hindu women across the globe. Now, we will not restrict ourselves to only this place because we have wonderful work going on in Australia and a lot of places. And on this platform, we discuss our problems, our concerns, and what changes we need to do without having the fear of being ridiculed. You're a Hindu, why you're talking about all these things. So we don't have anybody to ridicule us, and we need to find the solutions. We have discussed a lot of problems, but what are the solutions? And we need to grow ourselves to be the element of change as needed by the society. So the discussions we had over there were the violation of human rights of Hindu women across the world. And this is something which we really are not aware of, how the human rights are getting exploited, which we came to know in the conference. Then the quality education in rural areas and the coverage of how the Hindus are perceived in the structure which we have, education structure. So we were not aware how we are being demeaned. Encouraging the participation of women in politics and bureaucracy. We had Mrs. Sita Raman and Kiran Bedi talking on these topics. And we also discussed the social issues like the level relationships, which are becoming very popular thanks to the media. The interreligion marriages and what is the impact of the violence portrayed in media on the young women. So, like they are shying away from marriages and all now. And the resurgence of Hindu women, the pivotal role of women in science and technology. And we also had a case study from Australia. And we have, what are the objectives now? Let's come to the point. And the thing is, we have a lot of well-educated women, Hindu women, and they're not visible in the society as such. So on this platform, we will provide them visibility in the mainstream society because only the handpicked leftist women, they speak on behalf of all. And we don't really share our views with them. And as Swamiji said, feminine perspective needs to be there. Like even say an example of agriculture, a woman would think of a healthy agricultural practice. She'll take care of the society, even all the members of the farm. But a man would only think of how to multiply and grow money. So even everywhere, like in education, it's not just about getting a high salary job. Women think in terms of socially how she can benefit the whole society. So that feminine perspective will come everywhere, like in politics and everything. And this platform also provides apprenticeship for leadership by discussions and debates. And it may sound not so appealing, but yeah, discussions and debates, they help us grow. And we also need to, constructively engage women, Hindu women, in education, media, economy, politics. Constructive. Now that is the most important part. Just being there doesn't make much difference. And Hindu women also need to learn the art of representation on public platforms. Now, this platform will help women to articulate their views to help reach the masses. So sometimes we want to say something, we say something wrong, and it is like, misinterpreted. So we need to learn all that, and this is a platform to do all these things. And what is the way forward? So the way forward is that we should not, and we will not make the role of women limited to the household. And women bring diversity, hence their roles should be increased. And we have to grow in all aspects without leaving behind the feminism. So that's about it. Thank you.
Thank you, Anjana, for highlighting the core sectors to be focused at. I now request Uma Shashi, the chairperson, to address us.
would like to introduce all of the speakers today, and I want to inform about them. Srimati B.R. Ramaratnam is a managing trustee of Hindu Women Forum and coordinator of Hindu Women Forum during World Hindu Congress 2014. Yeah. She has a master's degree in economics from Bangalore University. She is a leader with immense enthusiasm and execution capabilities, working silently but relentlessly for women empowerment. She has held various positions with many organizations: convener, Tejaswini Socio-Cultural Forum of Women, coordinator, World Hindu World Women's Conference, Bangalore 2012. She is also a coordinator of Hindu Women's Conference at World Hindu Congress 2014. And Srimati Anjana Srinivas Chidumala, she is an IT professional, now a full-timer volunteer for Hindu Women Forum and an entrepreneur. She is very passionate about researches of Hindu women. Now Srimati Gauri Ajit Deshpande from Pune. She is taking